determine the infinite limit, and we're looking at the limit as x approaches pi from the right-hand side of cotangent of x. So just like when we were approaching from the left-hand side, we need a table of values. But this time, we need our values to be larger than pi. We need to be approaching from the right-hand side. So remember that pi is equal to 3.14159265, etc. And so if we need values of x that are larger than pi, we can start off with 4, because that's larger than pi. And then we can't do 3.1, because that's smaller than pi, but we could do 3.2. That is larger than pi. And if we want another digit, we could actually do 3.15, because that is, again, larger than pi. We don't want to do 3.25, because then we're not actually getting closer to pi. So we need to take these digits more and more, but always make the last one just a little bit bigger. So the next one would be 3.142 if we wanted another digit. 3.142. Because the third digit is 1, it's 3.1415, but we need our value of x to be larger because we're approaching from the right. So we can make that a 2. And then we could do 3.1416. That is also larger than pi, but again, we're getting closer and closer in our approximations. More and more digits are correct. And so we just need to plug these into a calculator to figure out what we've got. So we start with plugging in 4 to get cotangent of 4. And it looks like that is equal to about 0.8637. All right. And then let's look at 3.2 and see what that gives us. I get about 17.102. And then we can look at our next closer approximation, 3.15. That gives me 118.941 approximately. And then let's look at the next one, 3.142. That gives us 2,454.91. And then let's look at 3.1416. You can probably already see a little bit what's happening, but let's keep going. 136,121. What is happening to our function values as we pick x values closer and closer to 3? They are getting larger and larger and larger, arbitrarily large, in fact. We're growing by a whole digit basically every time we do this, and so the limit is going to be positive infinity because we are growing larger and larger, in fact, arbitrarily larger in the positive direction.